Hi everyone. it's a great opportunity to be here, us here again on this space. So today I'll be talking about hair health action steps. Okay, if you have hair health issues, we're talking about dandruff, we're talking about split ends, we're talking about receding hairlines, we're talking about breakage. I hope you know that breakage is different from shedding. We're talking about breakage, hair breakage. We're talking about excessive hair shedding. We're talking about split ends. We're talking about old ends, old hair ends. We're talking about hair that has refused to grow, the hair that is not growing, that for years is not growing. Yes, because I have seen instances like that. Yeah, so you're having all those issues. Now, I'm going to say something that um, I know that some of these hair issues is not only for females, that males also have hair issues. Okay, so this is for the female edition. I will have a video for the male edition. So if you have a male that has edges issues or hair health issues and the likes, you can recommend these videos to them. Okay, so and the reason why there's a separate one for males is because I have, as a person now, I know males that have receding hairlines and that have tried to help, but they, it's always like a Herculean task to help them because, it's like it's like the whatever I'm trying to tell them to do is always like too stressful for them. So, there are ways guys can go about it that it will be easier for them compared to females. And then when it comes to receding hairlines, there are different reasons for that. Okay, so we'll get to that in a moment. So first I want to start with, please, as first you assess your hair, like what is the problem? What is the hair health problem that I have? Okay. So when you assess the hair health problem that you have, then you need to ask yourself, what is the aspired hair health that I look forward to? Maybe I want to overcome dandruff, or I want to overcome um, lack of growth, or I want to overcome damaged ends and the likes. Okay, so once you are clear on what you are battling, like you are clear on what you are battling, and and from this video, you know why it might be happening, and you start tackling why it might be happening. And then with the solutions that we'll be preferring, then you start to see results. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So it's not majorly about me telling you do this, do this, do this, do this, because there's more than one reason you might probably be having issues. Because I know someone that at a particular point she was having dandruff. She was not doing AK. When she began to do AK, she was doing AK and she was still having dandruff. Then it was at some point that she discovered that it's not the dandruff, it's not the AK again that is even the issue. The hair is growing, the hair is healthy, but there was still dandruff. And then she was doing AK. So she discovered that it was not about the AK practice, it was about the product she was using on her hair. Then she had to stop using that product, get a better product, and the dandruff stopped. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So sometimes it's not this, like, it's not one cause. Sometimes it might be different. You might not even know. You might just be doing your own and you just find out that, hey, the thing is gone. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So I'm not going to say um just do this, just do this, just do this, because I don't know where your problem might be coming from. I don't know your lifestyle choices. I don't know the kind of eke practices you have been doing. I don't know what you have been doing. So I cannot just say do this, do this, do that. So you have to look at it into it yourself and determine, like, okay, this is where my problem is coming from. Okay, this is the solution that I can do to it. That's why we have this video. Okay. So I want to start with excessive hair shedding. So first I want to explain the difference between shedding and breakage. You see, look at this line, this cord. Imagine from here to here is your hair length, and suddenly you see the hair here. The hair is not removed from the scalp, the hair is still on the scalp, but it is now here. What happened at that point is that it's breaking. It's not shedding, it's breaking. Now what shedding is that it's totally removed from the scalp. That is shedding. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. That one is shedding. So I'm talking about excessive shedding. Shedding is normal for any healthy natural hair. You will naturally shed hair because old hair, there are three phases of hair cycle. I think hair growth cycle. I think we should have video. Like, dear Lord, there are lots of things to have videos on. But then these are simple things that maybe we'll just have them in our shorts so that you can just, it's not going to be long, maybe like under 2 minutes you're done. It's not something very serious. But I think we should know about them. So that one is shedding. Now, if you have excessive shed is when I'm talking about you're having a handful of hair. When you're having those kind of shedding, like you yourself, you know that my hair is shedding a lot. Like you will notice, you feel it like this shedding is not normal. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. The moment you start having that problem, the first thing you should always check is your protein levels. Are you using too much protein hair products on your hair? Your deep moisturizing mask, is it too much protein? Is there too much egg? I don't know if you get that. Like, check your products, your deep conditioning. Is there too much protein? Because there are products that are protein treatments for natural hair. Now, you can have protein treatments are very good. They will help you grow your hair. But the problem is when you have too much protein hair treatment, your hair will begin to break. No, it will begin to shed. I beg your pardon. It will begin to shed, and it will begin to shed a lot. That's when there is too much protein. So you need to first do a protein check. Assess what you've been using. Are you using too much protein on your hair? I'm not talking about feeding. I'm talking about protein in your hair, like your products, your deep conditioning, your leave-in conditioner. Is everything you're using all about protein? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So check if you are using excessive hair protein. If you are using excessive hair protein products, then you need to, I'm not going to say you don't need to throw them out, you just need to reduce the usage. And I'm sure that if that is your problem and you are reducing the usage, you should see changes. You can opt for moisturizing to balance the protein, because most people use protein for hair growth. Do you understand? So you use moisturizing to balance it. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So another reason you might be having excessive hair shedding is if your lifestyle, if you are breastfeeding, if you are pregnant, if you are using drugs, if you have poor health, like normal health, your body health, if you have those issues, then you might possibly have, that might be the cause for your excessive shedding. Sometimes some people, when they are pregnant, their hair begins to fall out, maybe because they have less they are all this they are this they have some of them, they have less of iron in their body. Like there's an imbalance of hormones. There's an imbalance of hormones. There's an imbalance of nutrients sometimes. So, and feeding, when there's no, sometimes you begin to have excessive shedding. So if you need to watch out for whatever you are doing, if that is probably the case, you cannot go and remove your pregnancy. What you can just do is just, like, try and find a balance, like what you eat into your body. Try and increase your protein and hormone balance, and maybe like I don't know, like, please, don't say I say hormone balance. Go to your doctor. Like, just like, I don't know, like, just feed well. Okay, just feed well. When you feed well, you'll be fine. Okay, and use your drugs and trust God. And another reason you might have excessive shedding is ash products. If you are using ash products, there's no way to work. So you might try to opt out for gentler products. Like, I have this TCB natural a, cream. I've been using a Wonder for a really quite a long time. So recently I decided to just have a change of cream. So I began to use this TCB Indian Air Food. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? TCB. Yeah. So I've been using this, and as it has a really lovely smell, and it has been okay for me for my natural hair. Yeah. So try and go for gentler products, gentler shampoos, gentler don't I would say don't buy all these cheap shampoos. Buy shampoos. I'm not calling them cheap, like they are, like, go for natural good shampoos. Go for good shampoos. Don't buy all those 300 naira shampoo. Don't use detergent to wash your hair. Don't use body soap to wash your hair. You, yes, you. I'm talking to you. Don't do that. Buy shampoo 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. There are good shampoos out there. Don't buy 500 naira shampoo. Go and buy good shampoo. So another problem you might probably have is breakage. like I explained what breakage was. Okay, so if you're having breakage problem, it could be because you detangle wrongly. Maybe your hairdresser is detangling wrongly, or you are detangling wrongly. And I think in previous videos, I shared the right way to detangle. I said whenever you want to detangle, the first step of detangling is moisturizing your. If you don't moisturize your hair, you cannot detangle this hair. This one, you cannot do it. Start from moisturizing. Once you finish moisturizing, then you can detangle. And I shared different ways to moisturize. I think I did it in our styling video. Yeah, it was in the styling video. I said a lot about moisturizing there. So and about detangling there. I mean, we should possibly have another video on detangling. Okay, where I go into detangling in depth. So please be on the lookout. So your detangling process might be wrong. You might be using the wrong. Please don't use all this picking comb to be combing your hair. Your hair is not relaxed. It is natural hair. Even if you are doing that, you see, our hair is not one line like this. It's usually like two fine line like this that is twisted into each other. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That now looks like one. So most times, if you see what we call split ends, it will be like as if one end like this, like you have one like this, you now have one that is now long, like the this thing it has loosened and it's now like you'll be seeing different like a branch of a tree. Yeah, when the hair begins to look like that. So you need to make sure that you're using the right hair tools. Like I showed us, I think it was in the styling video. I think so. I think I said a lot in that styling video. I said use right comb, wide tooth comb. Don't worry, we'll have a video for detangling. So maybe you're using the wrong hair tools, please buy good combs. And also you might have say you have a problem of weak ends. If you have weak ends, you might be using excessive heat. If you're using excessive heat, please stop it. Use low heat or try and get a heat protectant spray. Then you might have old ends. Okay, like the hair is old, like the tip, like the tip of the end of your hair is old. Like look at this, my hair now. My hair is not up to 2 years. It's not 2 years yet. Look at it. Can you see? How do you feel? Like when I was saying that I'm going to achieve chin length this year, it's like, look at it. It's not 2 years old. My hair is not 2 years yet. Just look at it. Can you see? Can you see? So hair growth is not difficult. We just don't have the right information and the right way. And I'm not using rubber band. Look at what I'm using to pack my hair. hmm So let's learn. So if you have old ends issues, the best thing for that is to just trim your hair. And please do not ever trim your hair yourself. Go to a hair professional. Go to a very good hairdresser. Not people that will just cut off. They know the right way to trim your hair. They will first stretch your hair before they trim. They will not just pull it and trim. They will like, how many of us know about this blow drying and flat like, not in a bad way, like there's a way they will do it and they will stretch your hair before they trim it and everything will be equal. They won't just cut off your hair. So please, if you want to trim, go to the right hair professionals, hairdressers that have the right tools that will help you trim your hair. There's a proper way to do it. Don't cut off your hair. Okay, you only grow 1 inch, averagely 1 inch per month. Don't cut it off. So another thing is products. If you have weekends, you might be using the wrong products, like I always say. Another thing is breakage from poor detangling. I've said that. And so please make sure that you trim. You go to a professional to trim. And then you could say you have the problem of dandruff, which is a major problem for almost every natural hair grower. Almost everybody has that issue. Now let me I don't know if you can make this AL video into two, like we can section into two, because there's quite a lot of things to discuss. So I beg your pardon if I break this video. So yeah, let's have another video because this video is going to be too long. So I think with just this few I've discussed, I feel like some of us already have clues on what to do concerning our hair. Okay, our hair health. So look forward to the second part of this hair health video. Yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I know all of you that watch it that are not subscribed. I know you. Bye bye.